Let's talk about a car that looks like a shoe, drives like a Swede, and somehow made Volvo, yes, that Volvo, cool for like 5 minutes in the late 2000s. The Volvo C30. Yep, the hatch with the glass rear that makes people go, wait, what the heck is that thing? This was never a volume selling car, never a track monster, never a tuner hero, but that might be the reason why it's actually worth your attention here in the Big 2.5. Because if you're tired of Civics, burned out on BRZs, and not ready to drop Mark 8 money on a hot hatch, the C30 is sitting there quietly being kind of a hidden gem. So why should you buy one? Well, that's what we're taking a look at today. But before we do, be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and if you want to see another car drop, comment down below. Now, first off, the C30 is not some off-brand parts bin commuter car. Underneath, it shares its bones with the European Focus ST and Mazda 3, which means it's got real sports car chassis DNA. The suspension is fully independent, the weight balance is pretty good, and with some tweaks, this car actually handles pretty darn well. But the heart of the C30, especially the T5, is a turbocharged 2.5-liter inline-5. And no, it's not some exotic engine that you can't get parts for. This thing is a descendant of the same modular Volvo white block family that powered 850Rs, V70Rs, and a whole era of Swedish fast wagons. Right off the rip, it makes 227 horsepower, and with a tune, an intake, and a downpipe, you can get closer to 300 wheel pretty darn reliably. And yep, the sound. We knew you were going to bring it up. There's something about a turbo 5-cylinder that just makes your inner rally driver happy. It's like 50% of an R8 on startup, but you got it off offer up for like 4,000 bucks. Now let's talk about design, because people either love or hate how this thing looks. But even the people that hate it admit one thing: the C30 is different in a good way. The big glass hatch is a callback to the Volvo P1800 ES from the 70s. The wide hips and short overhangs give it a proper hot hatch stance, and the front end doesn't try too hard. It's not this like angry face. It's a clean, modern design that actually aged way better than most 2008 compacts. Inside, it's classic Volvo minimalism. Floating center console, nice switchgear, excellent seats, and while it is a 4-seater, the back seats do fold flat. The cargo area is fairly usable, and the rear hatch is big enough with the seats folded down to get a full wheel and tire setup in there if you're hitting a track day or helping your buddy move. Let's be real about this for a minute though. This is not an SI or a GTI. The aftermarket is small. Support is not massive, but if you do want to build one, here are some kind of basic bullet points on what will make the C30 kind of sick. First off, power mods are straightforward and similar to every turbo car. ECU tunes like Elevate Performance's Flash can net you 50 to 70 horsepower with just basic bolt-ons. The turbo is a KO4 variant, and there are upgraded drop-in options from companies like Snab. Volvo guys, correct me. You can run an aftermarket intercooler, high-flow cat, or the other option, and make solid, reliable power on pump gas. And because this engine is shared across other Volvo and Ford models, you're not hunting unicorn parts. It's not like you've got some really obscure arcane motor. Suspension-wise, you're going to throw in some BC Racing coilovers or KW if you've got money like that. You want to daily it, you can also just lower it on springs and call it. Of course, you can go as crazy as you want. Coils, poly bushings, rear sway bar. There is a surprising amount of suspension available, so you can make this thing handle pretty darn tight. Brakes are the Focus ST and Mazda 3, so you can run aftermarket rotors and pads without selling your soul to Sweden. And of course, we're the wheel guys. Gotta tell you about wheels. The C30 runs a 5-on-108 bolt pattern, which is a little bit odd but totally workable. Standard hot hatch sizing 18.8.5, 35, 18.8.5, 45 is the sweet spot for flush fitment without rubbing, and you can run like a 235 tire with the right setup. NKRP F1s are available in 5x108. However, what we would go with on this are 1552s. They make a ton of options. The Turbo Mac looks great. There's a ton of like rally style wheels, and 1552 started off with Focus STs, so it's kind of natural they make great wheels for the C30. If you want to go crazy, you can bag it, you can throw big brakes on, you can run some weird staggered setup for no reason. No one's going to stop you, because again, this car doesn't really live in any specific category. You can literally make it whatever you want, because there's like 9 of these that have been modified. So what's the catch? Well, like any other Euro car, the C30 has a ton of quirks. The PCV system is an issue. The rear motor mount, much like the Mazda Speed 3, wears fast. The timing belt is a 100,000-mile job, and you better do it, or you're going to be picking valves up out of your pistons. The automatic transmission is an automatic transmission, but if you want real enthusiast street cred, you gotta get the manual. They are not the cheapest cars to work on, but they are not wallet destroyers either. They're as reliable as a turbo hot hatch can be if you keep up with maintenance, and parts availability is fine, especially with so many shared components. Now, the best part, I knew you were gonna ask, so here you go. You can pick these things up for under $8,000. A clean T5 manual, $9,000 to $12,000. That's GTI money for something way rarer, arguably better built, and way more fun if you like being a little outside the box. There's no car meet full of Volvo C30s. You'll never get mistaken for a TikTok trend chaser. And when someone asks, what the heck is that? You get to smile and say, yeah, it's a Volvo. It's a Volvo that sounds like a rally car, drives like a Focus ST, and looks like a concept car that accidentally made it into production. Is it fast? Kinda. Is it practical? Sorta. Is it cool? Absolutely. It's way cooler than anyone gives it credit for. So if you want something unique, fun to drive, underrated, still modifiable, the Volvo C30 deserves a spot on your list. And when you are ready to make your C30 look the part, you know where to go. Head on over to our website, click the link down below. I've linked the Volvo C30 wheel fitment right there. We've got wheels, we've got a gallery that can help you see other C30s and get your little Swede sitting proper. Drop a comment down below if you've ever owned one or if you've looked at one on Marketplace and thought, maybe. Because honestly, maybe you should. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.